Let's get into some more news. And let's talk about Sonny Hostin husband. Because it seemed like he settled with that American Transit Insurance Company, and the insurer has dropped him from their medical fraud lawsuit. Remember when we talked about that once upon a time? So I'm like, looks like Sonny's husband is off the hook in that whole situation. So shout out to Page Six for this news. So they said American Transit has accused. Wait, American Transit. Sorry, because apparently I can't read today. Let's start that over. American Transit accused the View co-host Dr. Husband, Dr. Emmanuel Manny Hostin, along with 200 other medics, of fraudulently making insurance claims and getting kickbacks in one of the biggest RICO cases ever filed in New York. The Hostins lawyered up, threatened to countersue for $5 million, and accused the insurance company of harassing their family. On Tuesday, American Transit issued a mea culpa and agreed to pay Dr. Hostin for the claims he submitted, saying, quote, Dr. Hostin was named primarily because he holds a small share of a surgical center that was involved in a dispute, is what American Transit said in a statement posted on its website. After further discussions with Dr. Hostin and his attorneys and investigation by the ATIC has voluntarily withdrawn the suit against Dr. Hostin and dismissed the lawsuit with prejudice, which means they cannot file a suit again. Additionally, it is said that ATIC has agreed to make payment on the invoices submitted by Dr. Hostin to ATIC. It also expressed deep regret for any public speculation against Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, his wife Sonny Hostin, or his children, which may have resulted from the lawsuit. Now, Dr. Hostin, an orthopedic surgeon, was one of 200 doctors named in the lawsuit, alleging that he knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services, including arthroscopic surgeries, that using a camera. Well, basically, what that means is that's using a camera inserted through a tiny hole to check out joint damage. Now, his attorney, Daniel Thwaites, slammed the filing as a blanket, scattershot, meritless lawsuit by a near-bankrupt insurance carrier. The couple also hired power attorney Mark Geragos, who has been getting around lately, and threatened to countersue for $5 million if ATIC did not issue an apology and withdraw its case against the doc. Meanwhile, the View co-host blasted the lawsuit as frivolous and accused the insurer in a statement to Page Six at the time of harassing me and my family in a frantic attempt to not pay its bills, saying, quote, our family will not be intimidated and harassed. We remain unbowed, she told us. Insurance companies like American Transit make an already broken healthcare system nearly impossible for Americans to navigate and get good healthcare by engaging in despicable tactics like harassing doctors. Yeah, because you already know, like, the doctors want to be up in there doing their damn job, and you have these daggone insurance companies that want to sit and take advantage of people. Hence why I think we need to just get rid of insurance companies altogether. And I truly believe, like, when they be talking about cancer research and AIDS research and stuff, I truly believe that cures exist. But why would they find a cure when, in fact, they make so much money in keeping y'all on the medicines? Like, they will never, I'm sure that there's been a cure in place. They probably have them out there. They made sure that it doesn't come out, but they want to keep the hope alive and keep dangling the carrot, because it's like these insurance companies make so much money off the backs of the people. And it's just disgusting, because at the end of the day, these people just want to keep that money flowing. They don't give a damn about us. And some of these doctors that actually care about human beings and want to do their job, they can't do it because then you got these people coming in and do this. And don't get me wrong, there are doctors out there that are greedy, that do kickbacks, that do all kinds of other things, and will try to upcharge people on things that they don't need, because then it's like, oh, the insurance will pay for it, and then I can just take a little bit off the top of whatever the case is and then keep it moving. But then when you get greedy, that's when they start to notice. And they wait until it piles up for them to pounce on you, be like, oh, you owe me millions of dollars, whatever the case, or hundreds of thousands of dollars, to be nice about the price. So they also, and then she went and said a while back when we first talked about this, she said, let me be clear, where I come from, American Transit will receive a PhD from Fafo University, which I know means fucking around and find out. And then Geragos said to Page Six, they said, in what can be described as a blatant attempt to weaponize Sonny Hostin's celebrity, American Transit tried to leverage a settlement. Dr. Hostin and Sonny refused to fold. They fought back. He added, Dr. Hostin, Sonny Hostin, and their family have been fully vindicated. It's an honor to represent the family. So they ended up, they were vindicated as their attorney said, and good on them, because maybe there was a situation where this insurance people were trying to be like, you know what, this is the husband of someone who's very famous. She's, a high powered, former prosecutor who makes her money and her bones being on television as a personality and getting, and doing other freelance gigs, on some, I don't know if she still pops up on any of the legacy media channels like the CNNs or the MSNBCs. I know she was doing that at one point. I know Anna still does it. But then they probably was like, okay, we see a gold mine, we're gonna take advantage, but you're not realizing the type of woman Sunny is. Now let's play devil's advocate. Now, what if it's like because she knows a lot of people in a lot of high profile places and a lot of powerful people behind the scenes and really put the pressure on them, being like, don't mess with me, and then probably calling a couple of favors and did what needs to be done. But that's a possibility. But for the most part, I'm gonna go out of my way to believe that it's like, yeah, what you're not going to do is sit up in here and try to take advantage of me in these times because you're trying to leverage my celebrity and me being on a popular one of the number one shows in America, which is The View. Say what you want, but it is the number one daytime talk show in TV right now. Hence, the Emmy Awards, daytime Emmy Awards to be specific, dropped today. And The View, of course, was nominated for multiple awards. I don't know the number off the top of my head, but they were nominated. So, yeah, so for them to go here and do that, it was like, okay, so they got away with it. Nice try. And it is what it is. So I want to hear from y'all. What do you guys think of this story about Sunny Hostin and her husband being vindicated over this little smear campaign from this insurance company that was trying to get some, squeeze all the juice out the lemon, because the only celebrity the only attachment that they had, which made this story even worth talking about in, in the media, was because it happened to be the husband of someone who's on a popular daytime talk show. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.